Alright, so hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. We're just going to jump right into it. I am taking my Makeup Forever Ultra HD foundation stick in the shade 245 and I'm just striping that all over my face and then taking one of my Tarte Nicole Concealer brushes just to blend that all in, and I did start off with a primed face just so you all know. Alright, and now I'm taking my Benefit Erase Paste in the shade 01 Light, and I'm just taking one of my brushes from BH Cosmetics to just spread that all over my eyelids, starting off in my inner corner because that's where I get the most of my darkness, and this is just going to act as a color corrector. And I did go in with my Beauty Blender, which I realized was a terrible mistake because it ended off taking off some of my foundation. So you'll just see me right now taking my fingers and patting it in. I felt like this was the best way to do it, especially with this like thick concealer. So it ended up working out all, like, in the end. It was amazing. So now I'm taking my IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Under Eye, and first I warmed it up, but now I am tapping it into my under eyes, and you guys can see right off the bat that this is super full coverage. So if you do suffer from, really bad under eye circles, this is for you. And now I'm taking my Too Faced Born This Way concealer just to highlight in the other areas where I do want to bring a little bit of lightness back to my face, but not necessarily use such a heavy concealer. And of course, since I hated how the Beauty Blender blended out the other concealer, I'm taking my Real Technique sponge just to be safe and blending out all my concealer and making sure it looks nice and flawless. And I am taking this on my eyelids too, just to act as, extra coverage. And now I'm taking my Kat Von D loose setting powder just to bake a little bit underneath my eyes, because both of those concealers that I did use under my eyes are pretty thick, so I wanted to make sure they wouldn't crease. And now I'm going ahead and priming my eyes with my MAC Paint Pot in Soft Ochre. And then right after that, I am going in with my Maybelline Fit Me powder and just setting it. I love that powder, like, it's awesome. Alright, and now I'm just going in and dusting off all that bakage underneath my eye. And it kind of changed the color of the concealer. Not cool with that. But for the start of the show, I'm taking the Too Faced White Chocolate Chip Eyeshadow Palette, which was one of Sephora's Black Friday deals. And I was kind of disappointed in the size. But, like, we are just going to jump right in. I am using that kind of nice, like, peach color. I forgot the name. I don't know what it is. But we are just going to use that as our transition shade and really blend it into the crease. It doesn't have a lot of color in it, but it works great as your kind of in-between shade. Like, of course, your transition, so it's not too anything crazy, but it gets the job done. And now you see we're going in with that deeper peach shade and following the same steps that we just did, starting in on our outer corner and kind of blending it into our inner one, and using those circular motions really helps me blend everything out. I don't know what it is. I teach everybody to blend like that while I'm at work, but some way, somehow, it just works for me and it gets the job done for sure. So keep on blending. The more you blend, the more diffused it's going to look and the better it'll end up looking for sure. Now I'm just taking the one shade right next to it, which is a little bit darker, not much, but it has these like glitter chunks in it, which I wasn't a huge fan of. But, whatever, what can you do? It still ended up looking pretty amazing. So I am blending that right on my outer kind of corner and slightly into my crease, just to add a little bit more, depth into there. You keep seeing me going back and forth with it, but now I'm taking this kind of nice champagne shade and I'm using my finger to apply it. And I was actually pretty impressed with, how pigmented this wood was. Not wood. I love Too Faced shadows in general. Like, this is my favorite brand for any kind of eyeshadow palette or anything like this. So some way, somehow, this worked better with my finger. And please excuse my broken middle fingernail. I broke it while I was at work, but I am going back with that same brush that I used just to blend it out a little bit. And now I'm working on my lower lash line. And I'm just repeating all the steps that I use, all the crease shades for my eyes that I use, and just doing the same thing on my lower lash line. Alright, so now I'm taking my Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara and just going to prep my lashes for falsies. I love this mascara so much. I'm sure all of you here on YouTube watching this have heard of everybody else talking about it. It really is like a, highly raved about mascara, which I I completely agree, it's amazing, but I'm just going to coat my top and bottom lashes pretty fairly, not too much or anything, because I don't like a whole lot of mascara on when I'm wearing falsies, because it doesn't matter anyways. And right now you're going to see me applying my House of Lashes iconic ones. I love these so much. When I first got them, I really hated them for some reason, but I am just like re-falling in love with them right now. And believe it or not, these lashes actually look so amazing when you don't wear eyeliner. My eyes are hooded, so they are slightly strange, and it just looks like a hot mess when I would do like wing liner with it, but without any liner, they look amazing. So if you don't have them, you need to get them. And of course, I'm back with my other lash one. And I'm going straight into bronzing. I'm using my Too Faced Chocolate Soleil bronzer. And you'll see that I put a heck of a lot on. When I first did this, I was like, oh my god, I just splotched like bronzer everywhere. But I worked it out and blended it all out. And I just realized that I'm using a whole bunch of Too Faced in this video, which I did not mean, but oh well, I'm sorry. So I am gonna go ahead and just kind of slightly contour my cheeks. Not anything too crazy because I want this look to be a little bit more warm than chiseled. So you'll see me go in and you guys see me bronze all the time in my other videos, but you guys get it. And now I'm taking my Milani blush and I'm just taking that on the apples of my cheek and kind of blending it back into my contour so I don't have any like stripes on my face or anything like that. And you guys may or may not know, I'm not a huge blush person, but I did actually love this. Now I'm going in with Becca Opal, and I'm sad because I'm almost hitting pan. Like, no, how? But I'm, of course, just going to go ahead and highlight the highest points of my face, which you guys also always see me do in all my other videos. I love this highlighter. I'm so glad to have found it out of the random, again, in one of my drawers, but love it. And now I'm taking my Kylie Jenner lip kit in the shade Dulce K, and later on you'll see me mix it with another one, and that one's gonna be Candy K. And I'm just gonna apply that all over my lips, kind of sort of carefully, but also kind of sort of sloppily, because I am like trash when it comes to like putting on any liquid lipstick or lining my lips or anything. I just cannot do it for some reason. I'm part retarded or something. But here is the finished look, everybody. If you did like this video, don't forget to give it a huge thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more to me. We are so close to 1,000 followers. I'm really hoping to hit it before the New Year's, but thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.